fading out of sight. Fashion wars igniting, the battlefield is set. Gather up your comrades, we'll leave no regrets. A gavel over the globe, casting shadows deep and wide. Heroes born from ashes, it's time to turn the tide. Blade and live, in this world we will thrive. Battle against the dark, can you stay alive? Resurrect to fight again, don't let the courage fade. Against Crowley and his minions, legends must be made.
Hi everyone, it's Skillshot from Playdead Live. This is Faction Wars. We got SLY, we got Jet, and we got a good one in store for you guys tonight. I was just getting prepared for this thinking, how can I follow that theme song? There's no way. There's no way you can bring that much energy and enthusiasm. I think I might have, maybe I need to tone it down a little bit, so we go in with like some Neil Diamond or something, and then I bring the hype. But instead, it's hard to out-hype the hype in that song. Would you guys agree with that? I mean, play dead live, and this one we will thrive. I mean, were you guys like jumping around singing to that song? It's hard. It's hard not to. So let's get down to business tonight, because tonight is a little bit about business. We've got SLY and we got Jet. Fun fact here, and we'll look at the standings. Over the last couple of months, Jet would be in second place if the season had started at that moment. But then we also got SLY, who are right on Vox's doorstep. So we'll take a quick look at the overall standings. And we've got Ark, having a great season, really setting up that #1 seed for the Kills Cup. And we've got Vox at 5-7 and SLY at 4-7. And if SLY gets the win tonight, they will pass Vox in the standings. It'll be tied, but they'll have the tiebreaker. If Jet gets the win tonight, then we basically got 3 teams right there. Jet would be 4-8, SLY would be 4-8, Vox would be 5-7, and Jet would still have a chance to go in and claim second place as well in seedings, which would be just unbelievable, because Jet was like 0-7 or something. They were, 0-6 or something. Really, really challenged. So I'm just super excited about how close the league is right now. We've had some really, really good matches, and anybody can go in and win it at any given time. So we do have some surprises for you guys tonight, a little sneak peek, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But before we do that, we got to do a sliver sacrifice. So leave it in chat right now. Out of those grenades up there, tell me, what do you think will be tonight's sacrificial grenade? Leave it in chat right now. I just want to know if you get it right. And, sometimes we give away prizes. Sometimes we just do it for fun. But let's see. Let's see who's going to get it tonight. Oracle, Sad, Top Hat, Glitches, Snowstorms. Ocean Man says it's going to be a spade. Julia, are you thinking it's going to be a snowstorm, or you're hoping it's going to be a snowstorm since you're not playing? Doc says Unforgiven. Okay, all right, let's spin the wheel. And let's see what it actually is going to be tonight. And Sliver Sacrifice, a big part of the game. Looks like it. It is Spade Grenade. Barely Spade Grenade. Who got that right? Did Ocean Man get that right? Yes, he did. Nice call. It was almost an Oracle, but tonight your sacrifice is going to be Spade Grenades, and those are powerful grenades. So I don't know. I don't know what the inventory is like. I do need to ask Ron, what time is it? Do we know what time it is, Ron? Because I know we got an event coming up in August, but who can tell me what we have coming up this Saturday? Who knows what's coming up this Saturday? Ron says it's roll time, baby. And Ron is correct. It is roll time. Christmas in July coming up this Saturday, July 25th. We're going to have an hour-and-a-half event on the shop and the auction house. So it will not be live streamed. It'll be in the shop. So you're going to want to count your dead dimes, your moon rocks, your kills tokens, and wait and see all the cool things we got in store Christmas in July, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, everybody, give me a number right now from 1 to 12. 1 to 12. We got bundles tonight with brand new gear. We got super bombers tonight with a couple epic surprises. And we also got a sneak peek of something I think that you guys are going to absolutely love. No losing on purpose, though. I'm just going to say that right now. No losing on purpose. And you'll understand why shortly. All right, let's roll it. People are like, what? Why would we lose? Hmm. These die are not doing what I need them to do. All right, I'm going to roll it manually. It is number 6. Do we have a number 6? Dr. Die, congratulations. Tonight is your night. Dr. Die winning a free pack. And we'll get our die rolls. Hopefully working soon. Now, let's take you up, show you tonight's Epic War Bundle. Tonight's Epic War Bundle is, we got Elixir Extreme, we got Elixir Steel, Chill and Thrill by Request, Bunko ×1, Post-Battle Pet Revive, Graphene Carbine, one of each of your waxes. Take you to the red side. Rage, Enrage 2, Enrage 3, Frantic 5, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9, Terror 10. Don't forget also this Friday, I forgot to tell you guys earlier, we got the Kills event number 3. You might want to show up for that. Some big epic prizes going out on Friday nights. We got Dragon Smoke by Request, Gold Bundle, 2 Brutal Blue, 2 Rugged Glyph, 2 Brutal Red, 2 Arson Glyphs, Megacosm, Onyx Skins, Gold Summon Skins, take you over to the green, Energy Orb, Spider Silk, Combat Orb, Super Thrill by Request, Dust Smoke by Request, Sly Spark, Max Seal Smoke, Blue Spark, Max Spark, 5 Castle Strike Stones, and take a look up top. We've got Mythic Summon Skins, Colossal Skins, Mind Trip Smoke, and brand new gear. These are the bracers, H26, D29, B20, AP18, and a brand new ability called Roast. Roast is going to hit your opponent for 5% of their health and also lower the score of their sliver by 5 points as well. Pretty cool, epic ability. You can damage your opponent, maybe finish off your opponent, and you can also lower their sliver score. Kel, let's see who got these, and here's tonight's Epic War Bundle, and we got a few extras in here for you guys tonight. You're going to like this. Take a look at the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, across the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 Grizzlies. Rapture, 2 Rapture, 2 Oracle, 2 Lithium, 2 Seismic, 2 Vapor, 2 Snowstorm, 2 Jin, 2 Red Eye, 2 Top Hat, 2 Whammos, 2 Unicorn, 2 Grinch, Glitch, Milo, Maximon, 2 Unforgiven, 2 Trex, 2 Summon, 2 Spade, and 2 Sweet Tea. Now that column you see right in the middle, those are single, but they are some of the most powerful grenades in the game. That is a Sad Grenade, a Derecho, a Dracaris, a Grub Grenade, and a Gamut. If you bought tonight's Bomber Bundle, you also got 2,000 kills tokens that'll be added into your account. You can use them for anything, but you might want to use some of them for this weekend's Christmas in July. And you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit extra. How about a Rad Rage? How about a Satan Spark? How about a Saint Olga? One of the best items in the game. That does a lot. 25 points, a lot. And something that you may have only gotten so far in the auction house, I'm going to give you a X Factor grenade. X Factor is the best Castle Strike grenade in the game, everybody. Best in the game. Kel, let's see who all got these super bombers. And just to keep us on time, I'm going to ask The following people, give me your pre-match buffs, and I'm going to give you a real quick sneak peek if you throw a whole bunch of 999s in chat. So we got Dimes, Tiny, Bones, Ocean Man, MPC, Crimson, Zombie Jet, and Kel. Give me your pre-match buffs. Everybody else, I need some hype. Because what I'm going to show you is the brand new, to be rolled out very soon, thanks to my map maker for designing, and yours truly as well. The brand new map is called Crater Cove, everybody. We're going to the moon. We are going to the moon. We're going to do something that we have never done in Play Dead Live history. The map is beautiful. It is beautiful. You can see the rocket ships as the watchtowers. You can see the space stations. And a few little references. New cyborgs coming out. There will be a cyborg draft for your cyborgs. Jetpacks, 3 moons, Titan gods, and a whole lot more, everybody. So, how would you like to see your... Oh, look at your... Are your characters beautiful on that background? Look at how the characters pop. I am truly excited. We've been working on this map for months, for some time, and it is going to be absolutely incredible. And I see each of you out there. So thank you for all you do for Play Dead Live, being a part of it, and helping us to invent some really, really good games. Scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys think? Did me and Busy hit the mark this time? Leave it in chat. I think once you start to do the actual gameplay, you're going to love it. Oh, my, 35. You know what? You can't beat that. I'm loving the feedback. Thank you, everybody. We work hard on these things. So I know you guys play hard, and we just want to keep you all challenged, excited. Now, Cyborg Draft. Remember, the team that finishes last does get the first Cyborg pick, but don't lose if you can help it, because the ultimate goal is getting good seeding and winning the Kills Cup. But if you do happen to finish lower, you will get a higher pick. We do know that Ark, unfortunately, Ark, you guys will be getting the fourth and last pick. Ark's like, yeah, we're 11-1. Everybody else is like, yeah, you're picking the fourth cyborg after the rest of us. So you guys will get a choice of a brand new cyborg to use before Team Ark will get to make their selection. And it's been a while, almost 3 years since we added a cyborg. All right, that's what we got going on, everybody. I'm really, really excited about it. Let's take you back to today's map, and we've got the Frozen Jungle. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Going first, the captain in the Rover Zone. We got Kel. She's also sieging. Kel will be followed by Tiny. Tiny's in the Bomber Zone. Tiny followed by Crimson. Crimson is the sniper, and she is in the Tank Zone. Crimson followed by Deadly Dimes. Captain, sniper, and sieging. Deadly Dimes followed by MPC. MPC in the Tank Zone. MPC followed by Bomber Bones in the Tank Zone. Maybe we'll call her Tank Bones. And then we got Zombie Jet in the Bomber Zone, sorry. And then we got Ocean Man in the DZ, everybody. That's what we got lined up. Remember, captains, I need you to read quick. I need you to confirm or deny quickly. Things are going to hit. You're going to do something about them. And if I read it twice, it will be an automatic hit once I read it and I confirm it, and then we move on. So play fast. Here we go. Timers are not challengeable. Kel, you're going first for Team Jet. 20-second timer. After Kel, we got Tiny, then Crimson, then Dimes. Kel beats the timer very easily. She's going to jump into rover because she jumps into rover. Let's go ahead and give Kel a tire. Early scoring on the board. After Kel jumps into rover, she's going to move to their DZ, Boston Main Street with a seal. Kel playing boss. In round 1, we'll cap in 3. M7 Snowstorm to the wall, duplex, and sacrifice a spade. Dime says, wait. Dimes, what are we waiting on? All right, looks like they're going to halt. Going to halt times 4 and Insomnia. So that's going to take it down to a standard snowstorm. And we do get our first dragon play. So Kel did throw. And it also hit, but it counts as a throw. And a snowstorm will hit, but there's literally no juice on it because it was narrowed down to 0. So that is a no rage snowstorm. And when it hits Kel, it only hits for 40% of a black block. You got 60 black remaining. All right, let's go over to Deadly Dimes, 20-second timer dimes. Timer's up. And she beats the timer, so Tiny's heading over to the forge. Tiny heading over to the forge. First move locked in. Let's go over to Crimson Tide. Crimson, 20-second timer for you. Crimson going to disable Cyborg. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. A lot of strategy tonight. We've got Crimson disabling the Cyborg. Let's go over to Deadly Dimes. 20 seconds dimes. Couple players off the field. We'll see them in round 3. Crimson getting some dynamite for that disable. Timer is up, Dimes. She beat it. Long move. She had it ready to go. Nicely done. Dimes going to jump into Range Rover. Let's give Dimes a tire as well. Move to their bomber zone. Kel, make sure you're reading it as we go. Dime's going to play Cosmic Guard and Wicked Boss to the side chest. And that is going to be a Emo Grendel. So Dime's getting Emo Grendel out. And a Wicked Boss in 1 with cap in 3. That will give Jet a minus 50 to their boss on Main Street. Slush Wand, Seal, Snowstorm, sacrifice a spade and duplex. Cannot play Slush Wand on a player who is not in a vehicle, Dime. So no Slush Wand. The slush that cuts their rage is because of the vehicle they are in. All right, Range Rover, move to their BZ. We got 2 pets. Slush Wand is a no, so no wand is played. A seal. S8 Snowstorm, sacrifice a spade, and duplex. All right, throwing cross country here. S8, we got dimes with a black block and a green block. We're also going to freeze. I'll see if we have to do the die rolls manually. We might. We will. I'm not going to take the time to reload it. So the die roll is 7. Die roll is 7. Kel? That block is frozen. And we've seen the damage over on the other side. All right, Kel, let's go to MPC. 20-second timer from the DZ. MPC, Bones, Jet, and Ocean Man. MPC, move is in on time. Going to morph to a priest. Red Grendel to the haystack. Seal, Milo to the watchtower, and sacrifice a spade. It hits. Get that red Grendel out there. We got an RG. Morb, red Grendel, seal, Milo to the watchtower, and a spade. Let's light that first watchtower and give him the Milo points. All right, Bones, we're going over to you. 20 seconds, Bones. Bones, Jet, and Ocean Man. Tank, go to the steps. Bones getting in the tank. Let's give her a cannonball. Going to play Monolith. Going to put 3 duplicate watchtowers there. They will be 50-50 rolls. Immortal Grendel to the haystack, a seal and absorption. So we got another Grendel out there. Definitely the haystacks are locked down. Sweet Tea to Temple Flame, duplex, and a spade. Kel says wait. Tank's good, steps are good, Monolith is good, Immortal Grin, seal, absorption, Sweet Tea, duplex, and a spade. Kel says wait, and we will see what we're waiting on. Zombie going to use the prevention on the Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is stopped. All right, Kel. Pretty much going to be an attack because there's nothing to disable and no forge. So if you can just type attack for us. Good news is you did set it up nicely with your boss. Zombie Jet playing a boss in round 1. We cap in round 3. Also, we've We've got a couple things we got to take a look at here real quick. Let me make sure I get to hitting the throw grenades accurate. Kel threw a throw. Then we had Dimes with a throw. We had MPC with a throw. We had Bones, did not count as a throw because of Sweet Tea. And now we have Zombie Jet. And remember, Zombie Jet takes 2 blocks and it is a auto hit. Black block and a green block off the board. And so far we've got throw, throw, and a hit. And on the other side we've got throw only. All right, final move in round 1. Ocean Man, you're up. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Oh, we got another Morb in the house. Ocean Man going Morb. Gold Grendel to the haystack. Cannot play a Gold Grendel because all the haystacks are occupied. So it is not a legal play. I will allow you to play another pet because there's not a legal target. But you got to type it for me quickly. Sacrifice a spade to the sliver. Kel says wait, probably on the Sweet Tea. MPC going to prevent it. And I just need Ocean Man to have a legal pet. Colossal Kang to Dimes' boss. You got it. All right, Colossal Kang could be a 73 if it caps. All right, 3 Grendels are occupied, so we got Morb to a Priest. Colossal Kang, Sweet Tea is stopped, and sacrifice a spade to the sliver. Kel's decided there is going to be no easy entry in that temple. That is the end of round number 1. At the end of round number 1, there is no temple occupied. None. 0. Zilch. On the other side, we've got a blessing for Ocean Man. We got a blessing for Kel. We got a blessing for MPC. What we also have is we're going to light a straw man because Jet has a 25-0 DZ advantage. Straw man number 1 is lit up. So we got 5 points for Jet, 0 for SLY. Those of you that are moving, you can see where you're moving and what happens as a result of it. At the end of the round, we got Jet, 25 points for their sliver. SLY, 25 points for their sliver. And each team is going to lose a sliver blessing. And let's go to round number 2. Round number 2, we're going to start with Kel in the DZ. 20-second timer, Kel. Colossal Kang to Main Street, Pet Repel, S8 Spade to the wall, and Sliver Ability. Kel going to pump up that sliver 14 points. Colossal Kang on Main Street. Could be worth 73. Dime says wait. Kel getting a Pet Repel. Kel was throwing the heat over to the other side. Kang, Pet Repel, S8 Spade, and a Sliver Ability. Dimes, what are we waiting on? Feel free to call it out. Keep the game moving. Mortal Sonar. All right, our first Emo Sonar out of play. We'll make it a S6. S6 Unforgiven equivalent in damage. We'll take out a green block. And 20% of a blue block. You got 80 blue remaining. 2.8 blue over on the Jet side. All right, we're going to skip Tiny. We're also going to skip Crimson. Dimes, we're up to you. 20 seconds, Dimes. Dimes beats the timer. Move to their DZ. Colossal Kang to the boss. Let's move Dimes up the coast. All the way up to the DZ. Colossal Kang to that side chest. Caps could be worth 73. Sweet Tea to the temple. And Sliver ability. Dimes is duplex, so Kel said enough is enough already. I'll let your Sweet Tea hit and put out that flame. They get the points for the Sweet Tea. And Temple Flame is open. All right, let's go over to MPC. 20-second timer. Timer is up for MPC. Nerf timer is also up for MPC. Kel, this for a 25-point penalty. All right, I don't know what a Mattingly Kang is. Mythic, okay. I thought you were a Yankees fan all of a sudden. Going Don Mattingly. All right, a Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss with a pet repel. Mythic Kang's possible 63. E2 Milo to the Watchtower. And it hits. All right. Kel, I need you to pick odd or even. It is odd. It is odd 3 on a 6-sided dice. So a monolith is out. We will light a watchtower. And we'll also light the 6th hit of the tower. 6th hit of the tower and 2 watchtower of the castle, and 2 are lit. Bones, you're up. 20-second timer, Bones. Colossal Watcher, Pet Repel, S6 Spade to the wall with Sliver ability. Bones going duplex. Easily beats the timer as well. Let's get that Colossal Watcher in play. I'm going to put that on the 3rd watchtower. And she also gets the points for the Colossal Watcher. It's a nice 30 spot. And the S6 Spade hits. I like the heat. Green block and a full blue block. SLY takes a slight wall lead. Slight wall lead. All right, Kel, if you can type attack for us. And you also play a needle to the haystack from Zombie Jet. And that will take out Deadly Dimes Immortal Grendel. So Dimes, your Grendel is out of play. We have 2 Grendels still on the board. MPC has 1 and Bones has 1. All right. Kel for Zombie Jet, pick odd or even. All right, Bones going to play Lucid ability, which means you automatically lose the roll. So even though it is Zombie Jet, that is an ability played on an effect. So loses the roll on the first attack, but the second attack will get rid of the monolith. So Zombie Jet, 1 out of 2. But an auto loss on the first one. Good move. So Zombie Jet lost its needle to a Grendel and lost its first roll. But 2 monoliths are out of play. All right, last move of round 2 is going to be Ocean Man. Ocean Man, 20 seconds. Gold Grendel to the haystack. Repel, E2 Milo to the watchtower. Ocean Man finds a way to get his Grendel in play now. Got a gold grin. And Bones' attack, even though it hit, it was a throw grenade. So satisfied the second throw. We got Ocean Man, Gold Grendel, Pet Repel, E2 Milo, and I've read it twice, so it automatically hits. Ocean Man with the Milo will light Watchtower number 1, and we will give SLY their first hit grenade. And that is the end of round number 2. At the end of round number 2, Bones does rotate into the temple. And at the end of the round, we've got a blessing. For SLY, we've got DZ at 0-0. We're going to give a halo to Ocean Man. Give another halo to Kel. Another halo to MPC. And a halo to Dimes. Strawmen stay 5-0. Jet. And Slivers, we've got 53 points for SLY, 39 points for Jet, and each team losing a Sliver blessing. All right, it's the end of round number 2. Remember, round number 3, things will cap. People will be able to play again. And this is the last round before halftime. So before Kel's move, at the start of round number 3, we're going to cap 136 points in Kangs. And we're going to cap our first flag of the night. Jet up 1-0 on flags. Good calls. Dimes removing the Dragon Smoke. Got it. And Bones with a Pet Repel as well. Both of those were missed. Bones played a Pet Repel, and Dimes played a Dragon Smoke. And there was nothing done at the time to get rid of them, so they are auto hit. All right, let's go to round number 3. Kel, you're up. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Kel does beat the timer. Kel going to start out with a Colossal Smoke, Dragon Smoke to the tower, H9 Smash face to the wall, and MD8. Let's start with the Colossal Watcher. Watcher, Smoke to tower, or the castle. H9 Smash face to the wall, and MD8. you got, Dimes? What are we waiting on? Tiny going to prevent the smash face. Kel getting a prevention out of it. Looks like the dragon smoke is going to light up the castle. All right. Watcher is played. Dragon smoke's good. We got a prevention and we got an MD8. All right, let's go to Tiny. Tiny, stepping out of the forge before Tiny's move. Two blocks. Get the right side. Tiny taking out a blue block and a blue block. Tiny lighting up two watchtowers. And Tiny also putting out a straw man and lighting up the straw man over on the SLY side. Big moves there. All right. Now we go to Tiny's actual move. Was done within the timer. Going to heart Kel's Lantern. So Kel cannot play Lantern for 2 rounds. Cannot play it in round 3 or round 4. The earliest she could play it would be round 5. Dark Boss to Main Street. Tiny playing Dark Boss in 3. Would cap in 5. Dark Boss could be worth 25. That would be correct. All right, Kel, that's a good challenge because you have already had your turn in round 1. So in essence, you can't play the Lantern because you wouldn't be able to play it in 6. So cannot play in round 4 or round 5. All right, heart Kel's Lantern. So it would be out of play. We've got Spade, sacrifice a spade and a sliver ability. And NPC going to prevent it. Dark Boss is good. 12, 13. You guys can do the math. And Sliver ability. So Sliver ability is just going to be a straight 7. All right, let's go with Crimson. 20-second timer Crimson from the Cyborg zone. Crimson Dimes, MPC, and Bones. Crimson beat the timer. Crimson's going to move to the temple steps. Colossal Kang to their boss. And that would be the side boss. 73 if it caps. Dropping a seal and a duplex. S6 spade and sacrifice a spade. Movement's good. Kang is good. Seal is good. S6 spade. Duplex, sacrifice a spade with mass destruction. That is a partial blue block. So we'll take out 80% of that blue block. And we'll also take out a full blue block. One full blue block remaining. And on the other side, just red. Walls are almost even. SLY with about a blue block lead. Before Dimes' turn, we'll cap 146 points in Kang's. And we'll cap the first SLY boss. Flags are 1-1. Dimes, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Dime's going to play a gold stasis on MPC. MPC with the stasis. Thrill, H9 spade, and break stuff. Which will do a small amount of damage to all four of those walls. All right, red at once. Kel, gold stasis to MPC. H9 spade. With a thrill smoke. Makes it a T10 spade. And Dime's going to take out a red block and a red block. 2 red blocks off the board. 2 red blocks remain. Kel, let's go over to you as MPC, 20-second timer. MPC in the DZ. Timer is up. MPC did not beat the timer. Did beat the nerf timer, however. Gold Gideon, Fear Dimes, E3 Milo to the Watchtower. Gold Gideon. Worth 24. Drop Fear Smoke on Dimes. And E3 Milo to the Watchtower. Kel, pick odd or even. It is a 5. It is a 5 on a 6-sider. It is odd. You do not like the watchtower to the monolith, but you do get rid of the monolith, and you also get points for the Milo hitting the ground. So there are no additional monoliths. Gonna fear dimes. Dimes losing a rover. Fear just out of the DZ. Bones, you're up. 20-second timer from the temple. Beats the timer. Bones going to play boss to the side chest. Bones is playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. S8 Thrill and Mass Destruction 8. S9 with Mass Destruction, it hits. And it gets the job done. Bones with a gold bar. First wall of the game. Goes to Team SLY. All right, Kel, Zombie Jet. You have the ability to play a scoring pet, but remember, your boss caps. So before your turn, we're going to cap your boss. We're also going to cap a 73-point Kang. So second flag of the game. All right, and I'm going to update the hits. SLY's last 2 hits have them full tower. So both teams full tower on the hits. All right, let's go to Kel. We got Zombie Jet attacking. We're going to light 2 watchtowers. 1, which would be Watchtower 4, Watchtower 5. And because there's not a Kang, Zombie Jet cannot play Kang. It's going to play a Watcher. And it is a gold Watcher. And it'll be played on the first one. Because you guys have 3 lit up, so the next one that you would light up would be this one down here. And there is a Watcher on the first one and the second one. Gold Watcher. Worth 15. If it caps. I'm sorry, not if it caps. It's worth 15. All right, final move of the first half. Ocean Man. 20-second timer. You know what? You're right. Hold up. Back up. That is right. Man, Amy keeping me on point tonight. It is round number 3. So in round number 3, it's going to be 2 straw men. So we'll unlight this straw man, and we'll light the 2 straw man over on the other side. It is round number 3. So zombie gets a watcher and 2 straw men. All right, now let's go to Ocean Man. Final move of the first half. Beats the timer. And Talon Dimes back to their DZ. H7 Milo and Dragon Smoke to tower. It hits. All right, Dimes is in the DZ. I'm going to leave her where she is because I'm going to have to move her at halftime anyway. H7 Milo to the watchtower and a Dragon Smoke. So Dragon Smoke, we're going to light it up. And he did pay the juice for the Milo. So we'll light up number 4 down here and also give him the points for the Milo. All right, that is the end of round number 3. It is halftime. And at halftime, we got Dimes with a halo, Ocean Man with a halo, Kel with a third halo, MPC with a third halo. DZ is 0-0. There's no advantage either way. We're going to remove a Sliver Blessing from each team. And we're going to give 39 points to Jet, 60 points to SLY for their slivers. Captains, give me your second half subs. We're going to give Bones a second blessing. Second round in the temple. Jet, 10 points for the straw man. SLY 0. Bones. Going to lose her tank. Kel. Going to lose a rover. Kel also going to lose pet repel. Kel going to lose steel for elevation. MPC is going to lose those as well. All right, let's get these subs in the game. Animal for Tiny, Football Master in the Ozone. Busy for MPC, Chad in the Ozone. Stasis goes away. Passive pet is gone. All right. Let's check the lineups real quick. We've got, we'll start out round 4 with Kel, then Animal, then Crimson, then Dimes, then Busy, then Bones, then Zombie Jet, then Ocean Man, then the Cardinal, then Football Master. All right, buffs are entered. Let's start round number 4. Kel, let's go to you, 20-second timer. Good solid game by both teams so far. Pretty even. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the nerf timer. I'm going to start out with Cyborg Cyrus. Move to the temple, which she can. There's only one side of the temple available, so solid move there. Vines to dimes, Scold to dimes, E3 Milo to the Watchtower, and break stuff. That's what she said. Maybe. All right. Cyborg Cyrus. Going to be 3 blocks. Blue block. Shatter the ice block. And then a red block. Binds to dimes. Take dimes down to 90%. And also hit her with a Scold. That's going to give Kel an instant absorption inside the temple. It's also going to light their 4th watchtower. The watchtowers are even. E3 Milo to the watchtower hits. And it'll light their 5th and give them a Milo. The game is pretty much, it's probably tied at this point. I mean, it is super, super close, everybody. Cyrus is good. Temple is good. Binds is good. Scold is good. Milo is good. Break stuff. All in move number 1. Animal, you're up. From the bomber zone. Timer's up. Beat the nerf timer. Gonna Talon Bones to the temple steps. I mean, I'm pretty sure she could have walked 5 feet, but hey, let's do it. All right. Bones, you're officially 5 feet closer. I got to see what's up with this one. Torment to Kel. That move I like. I do need to check one thing real quick. All right. We do need to move the sliver blessings for each team. So those were not removed last round. So you can see how many rings each team has left. SLY has 2, Jet has 1. All right, so Talon Bones, Temple Steps, Torment to Kel, Sacrifice a Spade. That'll give SLY 3. I'm going to throw a big Dracarys shot. And Duplex. Kel's going to intervene that Dracarys, but Animal does get the Duplex. That might have been a smarter Talon than I thought in hindsight. Let's go to Crimson, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Crimson going to get in the tank. Let's give Crimson a cannonball. Crimson going to move to the temple as well. All right, we kind of have a line there. We've got Kel inside the temple. Amy is first priority. Crimson is second priority. Dark Boss to the side chest with Pet Repel. Crimson playing Dark Boss in 4 with Cap in 6. M7 Spade to the wall. And Sliver ability, and she's duplexed. Dime says wait. Animal going to evoke the M7 Spade. 1 charge of evoke. After mass destruction. Now that M7, obviously because of the tank, is a T10. It's going to make it a F5. Milo equivalent. F5 Milo equivalent. One red block. Only takes out 1. You got 2 remaining. It's good nerf with the evoke. Dimes, let's go over to you. 20-second timer. Crimson going to play Chromica. Each team has played a dragon. Dimes beats the timer. She does play her slush wand now, which will cut Crimson's rage in half because she is in a vehicle. Ice wands are out of play. Kruger, Torment Crimson, H7 Snowstorm to the wall with Berserk. Crimson is slushed and tormented. Kel says, wait. Crimson going to prevent the snowstorm or the Kruger. Which one, Kel? All right. So let's unlight the watchtower. Watchtowers are back to even because of the Kruger. All right, let's go to Busy B. Busy B is in the DZ. Busy, 20-second timer. Busy Bones, Jet, Ocean Man, Cardinal, and Zach. Timer's up. Okay, Busy sent me her move. I got it. I can do that for the first move. And Kel, you need to cut and paste it, or somebody needs to cut and paste it. I do have it. Kel, do you have her move? And it has to match what she sent me. Now remember, you can only do that for the first move. All right, Talon Kel to their DZ. Seal, F5 Milo to the watchtower, Spade, and Duplex. It does match exactly. So we'll move Kel out of the temple. Get Busy a seal. Milo to the watchtower, sacrifice a Spade and Duplex. Dimes, I've read it once. Second time. Talon Kel to their DZ. Drop a seal, F5 Milo to the watchtower. Sacrifice a Spade. And Duplex. Let's remove that and see what Dime's going to do here. All right, Dimes, give me the move. Talon's good. Seal is good. Spade, sacrifice, and a duplex. Zach going to intervene to Milo. I've already removed it. And the Milo does not hit, so they don't even get the points for it. All right, let's go over to Bones. 20-second timer, Bones. Bones, Zombie Jet, and Ocean Man. Bones beats the timer. Colossal Kang to Main Street. Could be worth 73 if it caps. Going to put Torment over on Chad. Okay, because... All right, this is the difference between this and the match last week. Okay? Because no movement was clarified. It's not a change of a move. This is still a double line penalty because it was added after the other move for whatever reason. Doesn't matter whether you hit it accidentally. That is a 25-point penalty. But last week, the difference was there was a valid move that someone tried to change. So I want there to be clarification there. If Amy would have moved to the bomber zone and then said, no, 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 temple, she would not have been able to type that double line. All right, so moving into the temple before Kel says wait is a legal move. Colossal Kang is good. Torment is good. Going to play Conjure, which would add 10 points, but it's prevented, it never hits. So Jakaris would have been good, would have given some bonus points, but it is a prevention is burned on it. All right, Zombie Jet, Kel. You have the ability to play a scoring pet, and it's round number 4. So you do take down the rest of that wall with your zombie. And Zombie Jet gets a gold bar. And like Billy Jack would say, there ain't a damn thing you're going to do about it. Gold bar, Zombie Jet. Kel, any pet play? Going to play Kang. That is a gold Kang. $55 if it caps. Ocean Man, you're up. 20 seconds from the DZ. Easily beats the timer. I'll be quick on this one, Kel. Here you go. You've got Kruger, max seal to dimes, S6 Milo to the Watchtower. I've read it once. Ocean Man, playing Kruger, putting a max seal and a Milo. Kel says wait. Cardinal going to play Dynamo. So, Watchtower's going to disappear. Never happens. And the S6 Milo does hit. And Ocean Man pays the juice, so that's going to light Watchtower. Number 5. And they do get the points for the Milo. All right, Cardinal. We'll go over to you. You're one of the few players not tormented. 20-second timer. I'm going to make sure. Maybe he is one of the players that is tormented. I'm going to double check that. Got a torment to Kel. I'm missing a torment. One second. Okay, you tormented Chad. I put it on football. That's my extra. There we go. I put it on the wrong side. Got it. All right, we got Skull to Dimes. Seal, Absorption, Sweet Tea to Temple Flame. Going to intervene and stop Chad's Sweet Tea. Going to sacrifice a Spade with duplex ability. Dimes is sealed, so Scold is just going to break the seal. So Cardinal's going to get a double absorption. All right. Scold hits, breaks the seal, does not light a Watchtower. Cardinal gets a seal absorption, throws a Sweet Tea. That is intervened by Bones. Sacrifice a Spade and a duplex is all good. And a final move in round number 4. 20-second timer, football. Cardinal is no longer tormented. Football did not make the timer. Nor the nerf timer. This is for a 25-point penalty. Does beat the 25-point penalty. All right, so we've got a nerf and a 10-point penalty. Needle to the haystack, max seal to dimes. S8 Snowstorm to the wall, sacrifice a spade, and duplex. I've read it once. Let's do it again. Needle to the haystack. Max seal to dimes. S8 Snowstorm to the wall. Sacrifice a spade and a duplex. It hits. All right, Needle is going to take out the final Grendel, which is a mythic or a red Grendel for Team Jet. Max seal to dimes is good. Sack the spade is good. And a nerfed S8 Snowstorm due to the timer penalty. And a stronger wall. Take out a black block. And 15% of a green block. 85 green remaining, SLY. And that is the end of round number 4. At the end of round number 4, Bones back in the temple. Ocean Man with a halo. Kel with a halo. Busy with a halo. DZ, Jet has the advantage. Let's light up Straw Man number 3. Slivers. 53 for Jet. 60 for SLY. We'll remove Sliver Blessing for each team. Watchtower is SLY has 5. Jet has 4. All right, we're going to start round number 5. There will be some things that could cap this round, so be ready to go. Kel, we'll start with you. 20-second timer for Team Jet. We said before, super close game. Did not make the timer. Did make the timer. Did make the timer. Going to play Snowplow on Bones. He set that up pretty nicely. Bones going to be... Kel's going to get a wave award. And by the way, the sentry guns are active for both teams. They are in the O zones. Bones is knocked out of the temple and is waterlogged, cannot re-enter the temple this round. Kel with a wave award, and Bones wash downstream. Before animals turn, we're going to cap 73-point Kang. We're also going to cap a boss on Main Street. A second flag for Team SLY. Second flag. Flags are now even. Animal, you're up. 20-second timer. Needle to the haystack, seal and thrill. S8 Dracarys to the tower with sliver ability. He is duplexed. So I had 14. Needle to the haystack. They got a clear path to that one. Animal playing needle. In 5 would cap in 6. Kel says wait. We got S8 Dracarys and sliver ability. Oh my. Gonna Judas it back, Dimes. Dimes says wait. Football gonna Judas it back. Got a double Judas. Do I hear triple Judas? Kel says wait. Mythic Dark Blue from Crimson. First blue of the game used by either team. We'll nerf that next grenade shot. Football Master. Can't max absorb animal because Football Master had possession of the Judas. So I need that max absorb by football. Otherwise, we're going to hit him a little harder. All right. Football keeps his health, but does burn his max absorb. Reason being is once he played the Judas, it was his grenade to control. All right, let's go to Crimson. Crimson is tormented. She is in her tank. 20-second timer, Crimson. Yeah, delete Joe's max absorb. Crimson beats the timer. Crimson is going to move into the temple. Colossal Gideon, Rad Rage, Spade to the Wall, Torment Animal, and MD8. Animal now tormented. Kel is not tormented. Crimson will not be tormented after this turn. So start with Colossal Gideon. And we'll use an Evoke and an Immortal Sonar. Final Sonar of the game used by SLY. And an Evoke. Crimson had M7. So that would have been an S10 equivalent with her total rage. Evoke it, we'll make it S5. And Immortal will make it an S3. So it's going to nerf it all the way down to an S3. S3 Carnage after all the damage. So the sonar but we add the mass destruction to it. Get the equivalent of a black block. Walls are tied. Walls are exactly tied. Dimes, we'll go over to you. 20 seconds, Dimes. Hang on, Kel said wait. What do you got, Kel? What am I waiting on? Dimes, leave your move. Kel, what is the wait for? All right, so Crimson's playing Ankh. And what Ankh does is it lowers the Immortal down to a regular sonar. Won't be a huge play, but we'll map it out. In this instance, it's going to prevent about 20% of that nerf. So, we're going to up the value of that grenade. To an F5 Unforgiven equivalent. So we took out the black block. It's going to get you 60% of a green block. So you have 40 green remaining. So over on the SLY side, they have 85% of a green block. And over on the Jet side, they have 40% of a green block. Both of them are on the same block, though. All right, Dimes got her move in time. Red needle to the haystack. Dimes playing Needle in 5, Cap in 6. Got Warrior Enraged, Thrill, Napoleon, L10 Smash Face to the wall, and also playing Wrath ability. First time we've seen Wrath ability. Deduct 1 point from enemy team for each point of rage that she has. That is going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's a minus 15 to Team Jet. Kind of like that Wrath ability, to be honest. Gonna play Immortal Blue from Cal. Second blue of the game. Mortal will hit Dimes, Breaker Seal. And we will move on to Busy B. Busy, 20-second timer. Dimes max absorbing. Timer's up. Busy. Does beat the nerf timer. Snowplow with Snowstorm to the wall. You cannot prevent that. Not when they pay the Snowstorm. Busy getting a wave award. I think the last time we saw it was Doc Dye did it. We're going to roll for a frozen block because she paid the Snowstorm. It is a 5. Middle block is frozen. Each team's had a frozen block now. All right, let's go from Busy over to Bones. 20-second timer, Bones. I have to get Busy's damage for that as well, too. Busy taking out 2 blocks. So 2 blocks, she paid the Snowstorm. She takes out a green and a green with her plow. And because she paid the Snowstorm, she froze the other wall. So take out the blocks and then damage the blocks. Bones going to go to the steps. Needle to the haystack. We have a third needle in play. Bones playing needle. In 5, cap in 6. SLY has control of every haystack. Dust to the cardinal. Little nerf. Going to play Wrath for 10 points of rage. That'll be another minus 10 for Team Jet. All right, read it once. I'm going to read it again. Cal. Bones moving to the steps. Needle to the haystack. Dust to the cardinal. Playing Wrath. And throwing a T10 Dracarys to the tower. It hits. All right, that is going to give them Goddard with the Dracarys. That's also going to remove 2 sliver rings. The Jet Sliver is died. So Jet Sliver instantly dies because of 2 sliver rings. And let's go to Zombie Jet. Kel, do you want to light 2 watchtowers or take out 2 blocks? 2 watchtowers or 2 blocks? And you do get another scoring pet if you have one. Two watchtowers and a Gideon. Watchtowers and gold Gideon. It is done. Let's go to Ocean Man. Actually, before we get to Ocean Man, let's cap Bones' boss from the previous turn. SLY has an advantage, flags 3-2 currently. Now let's go to Ocean Man. Got his move. He got it on time. Binds to Crimson. Stasis to Chad. H7 Gas Blast to Crimson. They waited for the Ankh to be used, so the SLY Shaw is not available. Sneaky Ocean Man. Stasis to Chad. Who's preventing the vines? All right, preventing the vines with a phantom cape. That works. All right. Kel gonna phantom cape to get rid of the vine smoke. And that means the gas blast is going to hit Crimson's seal only. Gonna break her seal. All right, vines to Crimson. Kel plays her legend. Stasis to Chad is good. H7 gas blast just breaks the seal. All right, let's go over to the Cardinal. Chad, 20-second timer. We got the Cardinal, and then we got football. Beats the timer. Get in the turret, which you can do. Cannot play Blaze because he has Stasis. Seal and Thrill, R12 Maximon, and Kel or Chad. I will give Chad the opportunity to play a different pet because Blaze is not a legal pet. So if he'd like to play a legal pet, I'll give you 10 seconds to type another pet. I'll give you the mass destruction. Turret's good. Seal and Thrill is good. Dime's playing the Immortal Blue, her first blue of the game. It'll break Chad's seal, but he played another Seal and Thrill, so he'll get another one. Kel, last call. Do we have Chad play another pet? Mythic Kang, thank you for that. Play a Mythic Kang on Crimson's boss. And the final move of round number 5. Let's go to football. Football, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. He did beat the nerf timer. Football going to get into the turret gun. Kruger, Pet Repel, H9 Gas Blast to Crimson, and Sliver ability. And it's duplexed. All right. Kel read it once. His movement is good. Kruger with a Pet Repel. Kel says wait. Busy going to play a blue. Final blue of the game for Team Jet. That will prevent the gas blast. Kruger is going to unlight Watchtower number 6. Watchtowers are 5 to 5. And that is the end of round number 5. At the end of round number 5, Crimson getting a blessing. We've got Ocean Man. With another halo, we got Kel with a 5th halo. We got Busy with a 2nd halo. Straw Men are now 4-0 in favor of Jet. 25 points in the Straw Man. Sliver, 88 points for SLY, 0 for Jet. Their Sliver's dead. We've got Dragonstorm, but Jet did not put out or relight their Dragonstone, so no Dragonstorm for Team Jet. But the DZ, Jet does get the advantage, 25-0. And remember, there's the E3 on every attack. SLY gets it. Jet does not. Let's start it out. Kel, round 6, Dragonstorm. You're up. 20 seconds. Did not beat the timer. Did not beat the nerf timer. Did beat the 2nd timer. Blaze to Strawman, Heal and Seal. Inferno to Strawman, Dimes. Dime says wait. Ocean Man going to prevent it. Anything else? Just one prevention? All right. We're going to light one Straw Man, and the other one's prevented. They're up to 5. All right. We'll go to Animal. Animal, if you're going to keep that move, just type the word same. If you're going to keep your current move, just type same. All right. We've got Blaze Distraught. Wait, we've got Kruger, Super Thrill, Patton, H9 Spade to the wall with Berserk. Kel hits her weight. Kruger, Super Thrill, Patton, H9 Spade with the Berserk ability. And it is Dragonstorm. It hits. Kruger going to unlight a Straw Man. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, S17, Spade for the Animal. It's a big hit. Green block. Green block. 80% of a blue block. 20 blue remaining. 20% of a blue block still on the board. It's a good hit by the animal in a Dragon Storm. All right, before Crimson's turn, we're going to cap 2 Kangs and a Boss. Bosses are now even at 3-3. Kang game. $55 and $63. 118 additional for Jet. All right, Crimson, you're up. 20-second timer. I'll get Joe's needle here in a second, too. All right, Crimson. Kruger, T10 Maximon to the wall. Torment Bones and Wrath with a Healing Seal. Like to see the use of Wrath. That is T10 plus her tank makes it a 13. So that's a minus 13 for SLY. Dime says wait. Remember, all the rage you stack, whether it's a tank, whether it's a potion, whether it's a Dragon Storm, all adds to that Wrath. Are you going to intervene the Kruger, or are you going to intervene the Maximon? Tammy, Kruger, or Maximon? All right, the grenade to the Kruger is going to put out that watchtower. Grenade is stopped. They get no points for it because it never hit anything. It was stopped. And because she played the Torment, she cannot play the Healing Seal. Now it would be a double smoke warning. Not like she could get a penalty because that'll be her last move. But Torment to Bones was the first play. And Animal's Needle did cap. So give SLY their first needle points. Dimes, we're going over to you. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Dimes dropping a Titan. $10 points for every dragon played this game. got a total of 2 dragons. Insania and Kromica. Got another Kromica that will be played after the fact, but you'll still get the points for the Kromica. All right, let's see how this move plays out. Dune to Strawman, Super Thrill, Warrior and Rage, Rad Rage, Spade and Titan Blast. Titan Blast, new ability. And that's 30 points if you play Titan Blast in a round that you play a Titan. So that's plus 30 points for Dimes with Titan Blast. Nice 30-point play. So between Destron and Titan Blast, that's a 50-point play. Kel going to play Immortal Sonar. Her first Sonar. Dune to the Straw Man. Let's put one out. And we got S22. After the nerf, we'll nerf it down to an S15, Spade. Now, the only thing that saved them there is that frozen block right in the middle. So, obviously, it's a big, big hit, but there just wasn't a lot of room to run with that one. Blue block, and then we break the ice block. Blue block and then ice block. I'm sorry, we don't break it. It stops. Blue block, and then it stops at that moment. You guys know how ice blocks work. I don't have to tell you. All right, let's go over to Busy. 20-second timer, Busy. Tammy, that might have been the most unsatisfying S22 we've ever had in the game, right? Busy beats the timer. Red Blaze to a Strawman, Inferno to Strawman, and Torment to Football. All right, we got a Red Blaze to the Strawman, Inferno, and a Torment. Dimes, what say you? Mortal Blue from Bones. All right, they're going to play a blue. That Immortal will hit Busy, break her seal. And then the Red Blaze will light Strawman number 5. All right, Mortal will hit Busy, break her seal. So ultimately, we're going to have one Strawman lit and a Torment. Dimes Needle did cap as well on the previous turn. So that's the second needle. And on this turn, Amy's needle is going to cap. So all needles have now capped. That is SLY's third needle in a row. Jet did a good job of holding them off early, but the Grendels overpowered eventually. Busy going to max absorb, so let's give her a seal back. Bones, you're up. 20-second timer. All right, let me dissect this move. All right, no blackout wand, no berserk. The only thing she can do is pet, rage, and peel. So she peels the torment. Pet, rage, and grenade. What type of grenade? Before we decide. Bones? All right. Bones playing a smash face. So we got Red Curtis and a smash face with a whole lot of rage. Before I calculate the rage, I'll see what Kel's going to do. Curtis will break the block, and after Curtis breaks the block, then the damage will ensue. What you got, Kel? It hits. All right. We do have to give a delay of game warning to Kel. She did say wait initially, and then she said hits. Curtis will break the block. Opens up the path for the damage. The damage is 11, 12, 15 after Dragonstorm. S15, smash face. Blue block, and a red block. SLY hitting hard during Dragonstorm. Big advantage, Dragonstorm. You got all these players with an extra S3. All right, Kel. Zombie Jet. You want 2 straw men? You can only light 1, but you'd still get credit for that 1. Do you want to light the final straw man or take down 2 wall blocks? Kel, you with us? Been slow sailing over there. All right, straw man and orbital. Straw man number 6 is lit up. That means a 6 award for Zombie Jet. Man, he's got a gold bar and a 6 award. And playing an orbital. Get that gold orbital in play. Zach, you're up. 20-second timer. Sorry, Ray, you're up. Ray is up. Start a new timer. Ocean Man, 20-second timer starts now. Orcus to the Straw Man. Vial to Crimson. Gas Blast to Crimson. All right, now remember, the rule of smokes. Vine smoke hits immediately. Vial smoke does not. Order of progress here. So that is not going to serve the same purpose as a vine smoke. So we'll start with the Orcus. Orcus is going to put out one of Straw Man. The Gas Blast will break Crimson Seal. And the Vine Smoke will deal the Vial Smoke will deal damage. Lingering damage. Orcus to a Straw Man. Gas Blast breaks her seal. Vial will damage her down to 90%. Cardinal, you're up. Cardinal, final move for Team Jet. Actually, time. We're going to call it right there. We do not have time to get both moves in 45 minutes. We're going to call the match right there. The move is not posted. Delete the move. So we'll bypass the last two players' moves. Good game, both teams. All right. Hey, good job, both teams. That's where we're going to call it. I think you guys played a great game. Good battle back and forth. We had some, we had a good speedy start, slowed down just a little bit. Give me 5 minutes and I'll calculate the winners and the losers tonight. And nobody's a loser. We had a good game and everybody's playing better and better. So, yeah, I think his move was deleted. All right, we'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody, we are back, and we'll give you a real quick recap of how everything went down tonight. It's a good game by both teams. A little bit of back and forth, and you'll see how the scoring played out and what made sense. It was truly a battle of wills tonight because you had some people, you had Forge, and then you had stopping the Cyborg. If you like Play Dead Live, you like Faction Wars, this game kind of had everything, had absolute everything. So let's start out with the flags. With the flags, SLY was able to get control and tie up the flag game, 600 to 600. As a road team, that's huge when you're able to do that. And that's done a lot of times through your lineup. Get to walls. It looked like walls were kind of even, but a couple of those rounds where early on Amy got the temple, even though they didn't get the gold orb, they did get a couple of those blessings. And when they had 150 3 red blocks left, those 3 blessings took those down. It gave SLY 600 points. Jet had 350, so pretty huge advantage there. Get to Strawman. Strawman, no points for SLY, but only 60 for Jet. Again, they were chipping along a little bit, but didn't quite get the points early enough. Kangs, good Kang game by Jet. SLY had 219, Jet 327. Jet wins the Kang game. Watchtowers, 100 to 100, even money there. DZ, 75 to 0. So Jet scoring there. Timers almost even, Jet a little worse, minus 40, SLY minus 30. But the core points, we had SLY 1789, Jet 1472. But don't go anywhere yet. Let's talk about PCP points. PCP points, we had SLY, Gold Bar, Cannonball Tire, 50 points PCP DZ, and 100 points for Goddard, which was a little surprising that Goddard hit when it did, but 250 points for Team SLY. Let's go over to Team Jet. And by the way, I didn't call out the needles, but there were 300 points in needles for Team SLY. That was the 1789. SLY would have had 1489 the way I read it, but the needles added in there made it 1789. That was the big advantage in the core points. Back to PCP. SLY ended up with 250. Over on the other side, we got Jet, Gold Bar, Cannonball, Tire, 2 Wave Awards, Torch Award, Dynamite, and 100 points in PCP DZ went to Kel, 325 to 250. So they cut into that 300-point lead right there with 75. Now we're talking not a substantial difference here. Let's get to the extras. Extras. The big name of the game here was Slivers. And SLY ended up with 286 points in Slivers, and they killed Jet Sliver. They got 156. But the extras, all the bosses and the Milos, huge advantage to Team Jet. They had Gideons. Now, look, at the end, Dimes did play Titan. They played Chromica. But the extra points was 175 to 122, advantage Jet. Overall, with the Sliver and the extras, SLY edged it out by a little bit, 408 to 331, which makes your final score Needles 24-47, SLY, Jet 21-28. The 3 needles was a huge factor. Goddard didn't hurt, but not being able to keep the Grendels really was the difference in the game when you look at it from that perspective. So congratulations, SLY staying hot, and SLY officially moving into second place. SLY and Vox are tied. That's a huge, huge narrative. And we know Jet. Look, Jet keeps playing these super close games. They're definitely within striking distance. As I said, it's anybody's battle to win. We got a couple more matchups in the next couple weeks. We have Jet and Vox, and we also have SLY and Arc. Anything can happen over the next 2 weeks. You guys have a great night. I enjoyed this one. A lot of fun. We'll have a new map coming up soon, and you guys are absolutely crushing it. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Peace.